Hi everybody, and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be fitting a window in my DIY garden room project. Now this is a little bit later than I would have liked to have fitted this window, however there was a delay in the delivery of 2 weeks, so I had to kind of work just on other parts of the project, and this got delayed. So as a result we've actually plasterboarded over the opening, and right now what I'm doing is I'm going around that with a pad saw and a Stanley knife, just cutting out the opening. So basically when I installed the plasterboard, I just measured for the opening, and then I just left it up there because there was a damp-proof membrane on the back, so it just kind of protected the room from any moisture getting in, due to rain or anything like that. I had a cover on the outside as well, which also stopped any water getting through. Okay, so basically very simple. I'm just following the lines that I'd already marked out and just going around that with the pad saw. Obviously, if I'd have had something like a multi-tool or a jigsaw, it would have made this part of the process a little bit easier. And if you do have that kind of tool and you're doing something similar, great, I would highly recommend using a tool. But I didn't have that. I had I just had the basic hand tools. So it's just a case of taking a little bit longer just to score around with a knife, get it going, and then just put the pad saw in to finish it off. Okay, so I'm just around the back now, just finishing that off. And as you can see, I can just lift that plasterboard out now, and there we go, we have our opening. Okay, so first things first, I'm just going to prepare the sill. The sill was a little bit wider than the opening, so I just cut that to length before I checked it in the opening, and here it is now, cut to length. That just fits in perfectly, so I'm just going to check that, make sure it fits how I want it to fit. Then I'm just going to grab the window as well and just pop that in, just make sure everything fits in the opening, which I kind of know it will do already, but I just need to double check. And I've got about 10mm play at the top, and I've probably got about 3 or 4mm either side of the window as well. So as you can see, it fits in nicely, so we can take that back out now. Okay, so the next job here is, because this is ready, the sill is ready to go, I'm just going to fill the end here with silicone, and this is just so I can put the end piece on, which is basically going to seal the windowsill up so no water can run inside the sill. So really you want to just get a really good covering of silicone in there to seal it up, and then basically you can just get the end piece, push it on, clean the excess off, and basically when the silicone goes off, that's going to be completely sealed now. There's no chance of water getting in there. So that's to be done on both sides. And then once we've done that, we can go outside and start putting the sill in. Okay, so we're just going to pop that in, and I'm just going to have to, there's some staples here I believe that we're just stopping it from sitting down, so I'm just going to knock them in with a hammer. And place that back in, and as you can see, it fits lovely. And I've just got to double check this, make sure it's level. Now I know it is level, I think there's a very, very tiny discrepancy here, probably about 1mm. So I'm just going to pop a little packer in on the left hand side just to make sure it's 100% level. Just check that again, and I'm happy with that. Okay, so I'm just going to go grab some silicone and we can start fixing this sill down now. Oh, in fact, I'm just going to check it from the inside first. What I'm actually doing here is I'm just kind of aligning it inside, because what I want is the reveals. I want them basically to be the same as the reveals on the sill for the door and the frame for the door as well. The thickness on both frames is about the same, so ideally I want to have exactly the same reveal internally and exactly the same reveal externally. So once I'm happy with that, I'm just going to try it in again, just double check it from the outside. Make sure everything looks okay. Check the plumb. Check the level of the frame. Just make sure I'm happy with it. And that's perfectly fine. So we can take that out and we can start fixing this down now. Okay, so to fix this down, I'm going to be using some silicone initially, and then I'm going to be screwing it into the frame. And the main purpose of the silicone, it will hold the window to a certain extent, but it really is to provide a waterproof seal here. It's so we don't want any water traveling under the window into the building. So you can see I've put a really, really thick bead there of silicone and then I'm going to push the windowsill down onto it to completely seal that bottom part of the opening under the sill. I'm just going to double check that again, just to make sure the measurements are the same on either side. I'll just double check it just to make sure 100%. Check the level again. And this is something that I'd personally like to do. I'll usually check 2-3 times on most things when it comes to plumb, level, exact measurements. And it may take you a little bit longer to, do it a few times, but it's going to massively improve the likelihood of you not making mistakes. And at the end of the day, if you make a mistake, that's going to cause you a lot more problems. It's going to take you a lot more time. So it's just worth taking that extra time just to make sure things are right. So as you can see, I'm putting a couple of screws here in the back of the sill. So these screws are going to be covered by the window frame itself. The window frame is going to sit on top of the sill, obviously. So I'll just check that again, make sure it's level. And we'll just offer the window back in. Again, just keep checking, make sure nothing changes in terms of it fitting well. So I'm pretty happy with that, it's looking good. So we can take that back out. And then we just need to seal basically the window to the sill. So we're just going to do the same thing. So underneath where the window is going to sit on the sill, there is a lip there which is going to stop water passing through anywhere. But what this silicone is going to do again is it's just going to provide a completely waterproof barrier basically, so water can't travel under the window, between the window and the sill. Okay, so once that's in, we can adjust it to exactly where we want it, and we're just going to pack it in place. So the first thing to do is pack the top down. Now the right hand side there had a slightly bigger gap than the left hand side, and the way that I'd folded the grey membrane that's on the outside into the window there, it was just kind of folded over in the corner, so it was a little bit more awkward to get packers in the top left hand side. So I actually put the packers in from the inside on the top and the left hand side. So here what you can see is me just packing it on the right hand side, just getting it to where I want it. Again, check the plumb, check the level, double check it, make sure it's where I want it, make any adjustments that are needed. So I'm just putting a slightly thicker packer there in the top and just hammer that in. And then inside, again, just check the level, just give it a little bit of an adjustment there. And once I'm happy with that, we can actually fit the frame in place inside the opening. So to do this, I'm just going to pre-drill it, and I'm just going to add 2 screws either side, one at the top, one at the bottom. And what you'll notice is I'm putting the fixings in relatively close to the packers. And this is generally a good idea because you don't want the frame to move when you put the fixings in. So if they're close to the packers, there's not going to be any flexion in the UPVC. And as you can see, I'm checking the window as I go as well. I'm making sure it keeps opening. Because if the window does move, you might find that the opener starts to stick. And obviously we don't want that to happen. So the packers are there to stop it moving basically. They're going to hold it square, they're going to hold it level and plumb. And if we've put the packers in the right place and we had our fixings in the right place, the window should not move at all, and that's it. Once these are in, it's fully fitted in place. It's basically not going to move from that point. Okay, so I'm happy with that now. That is exactly how it wants to be. So the next job is to put the glass in and to put the beading on. Now I have to confess that my battery ran out on my phone around halfway through this. I was recording on my phone. But basically what I'm doing here is I'm just going to pack the glass in just so the glass is packed in securely. Now the glass has like a black tape around the outside edge, so you're not going to be able to see the packers. And also the beading, once that goes on, it is going to cover it. One thing I will say is this is a very small window and these beads were an absolute nightmare to get back in. The way I actually did it was on the side beads, the longer ones, I put in the back so that I could bend them a little bit easier. So obviously if you're going to do something similar, you want to do that, but make sure that any cuts that you make aren't seen, and don't snap the beads or anything like that. But yeah, they were quite difficult to get in. They were quite sort of fiddly Unfortunately, I didn't record that. I kind of wish I had done, because it was quite an interesting process how I got it in. I'll be honest, I watched a YouTube video of somebody doing it and just basically copied what they did. And I mean, that's the beauty of YouTube. Somebody knows how to do pretty much everything on this site. So yeah, if you do get stuck doing anything like this, you can always do a quick search on YouTube. Somebody's probably done the job. But there you go, you can see it now with the beading in. Looking rather nice, I think. And then we can move to outside and just peel the protective plastic off here. And just finish it off. This is a vent that I'm adding on as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to measure it, find the center, and then just mark either end, just so I make sure that this vent goes on exactly in the middle. There is kind of like a little clip, some white clips, you'll see them on the back of the vent when I hold it up. But basically these push into the holes, the pre-cut holes, and they kind of expand into the hole. So if I put it in wrong the first time, it's going to be very, very difficult for me to take these out and move them. So I'm just making sure that I have these end marks there. And then what you'll see is I kind of line it up with the marks. So just look there, make sure it's lining up nicely, and then just push it in. And there you go, that's in place. So this would take 2 screws either side, but I didn't even bother. At this point it was quite solid there, it wasn't moving at all. So, you know, I don't know if it's 100% necessary really to add the screws in there as well. Okay, so I'm just going to go open it up so I can take the rest of the plastic off the frame. It's just a case of peeling this off. You don't want to leave this on too long, especially like I'm doing this in the middle of summer, so these can, if they're left in sunlight for too long, they can stick to the frame and become very difficult to remove. So once you've got it in and you're happy with it, just peel these straight off. And then obviously be careful around the window. You don't want to scratch it and scuff it when you're doing other jobs. Okay, so I'm just struggling a little bit because I ain't got any fingernails. But perseverance, and these are coming off. And there we go, as you can see, the close is working perfectly. It looks really nice, I think. You know, the colour's the same as all the other trim, the fascia and the soffit and the doors. So, I mean, I think it looks quite nice. And it's just a case of cleaning it up now and getting these packers out. I did also, after the video, I put some foam around this just to seal the window in. Some expanding foam. I didn't film that. The only reason being that I didn't have the foam at this exact moment in time. But it's quite self-explanatory. I just went around, squirted the foam in, and that finished it off. So now I'm just knocking these packers out, just breaking the ends off with a chisel just to finish it off. And that's it, we're done. So not a terribly difficult job. I think it looks very nice. I'm really glad that I added this in because it wasn't my plan initially. It was my girlfriend who persuaded me to do that. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And obviously, if you did like it, like the video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I'll be really grateful for that. And I will see you in the next video.